Hey, this is BlindFox. Welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe, and please donate on patreon.com. So this is the breakfast portion of the adventure pack. Pack 2. This was packed in 2020. In the 11th month of 2020, and it expires the 2nd month of 2022. So this one was packed during COVID. It is supposed to have a chocolate bar, but this one has a chocolate bar. They did say there might be some trouble with getting stuff. They are running out of supplies. So, and this was packed. So there we go. So this is not a bad substitution. I'm so glad I didn't get one of those maize bars. Yeah. So we've got a coffee. 3-in-1 coffee. This takes 200 to 250 ml of hot water. They actually say to tear open the pouch at the tear notch, open the ziplock, and there you've got your 3-in-1 coffee. And it can stand. So we will go and mix this. We are also doing the chocolate muesli. This also takes 200 to 250 ml of water. This is 150 grams of muesli. It contains 577 kcals or energy. The rest I can't remember, but I don't know if you can read there. My reading thing isn't working properly today. So I don't know. I think that might be to just tip you a bit. So I don't know if you can read that, but, well, let's bring it up a bit higher. There we go. Okay, this is a nice sturdy pouch. See if we can read that. And it's really shiny, so don't know if you can read that. Alright, so this you can either use hot or cold water. There is the tear notch, and I said a nice sturdy bag. And this one also can stand upright. Oh, it's just really difficult to tear this open. What is this? Is this a what? Oh no, that's just... There's no oxygen absorbers in here that I know of. That's just the bottom of the packet. So this is the muesli. I think there's pieces of chocolate in there. Tastes chocolatey. So I'll mix a bit of this with hot water and a bit of this with cold water. Can't really seem to get at the chocolate pieces. Yep, there is chocolate chips in there. Just got one. You can see them, it's just difficult to get one. There's some other stuff in there as well. So I'll mix a bit with hot water and a bit with cold water, and we will see how it goes. And then we've got our chocolate. So we'll go and mix this up, and I will be back. And here, of course, is the, here's the spoon and your salt and pepper, which we're not going to use. I'm going to use this for this meal, but we're going to use the spoon. Here is their little serviette or tissues. You might just use one of these. So there we go. Just going to heat this or mix this up, and I will be back. Okay, let's just see how this looks. No tear notches, but this is an interesting one. I don't think last one it was. This is really like a very, very sturdy one. very much alcohol. Not all that weight, but it's a sturdy, it's a very, you can literally reuse this if you've got extra alcohol. Just wash it out and spray it again with alcohol. It's almost gauzy. It's sort of a, it's not flimsy. It's really, you can see here, I can't stretch it at all, not in any direction. So a good one actually. I don't think we've had this one before. So we've got our cold stuff, we've got our chocolate. Here we go. So we will start with our hot muesli. See that I've added hot water, not as much as I said most likely to do, but I like mine a bit. So you can add some more water if you like your stuff watery. But this to me is just the right amount of crunch and non-crunch. It's hot enough so that we melted some of the chocolate in there and it's nice and chocolatey. And there you can see just a little bit of chocolate milk at the end. Quite nice. So I would suggest if you add hot water to add really not that much, because you really lose the crunch. I can feel it with some of the stuff, really it goes soggy, but I didn't add in that much water, so there's still a bit of nice crunch left there. So let's do our coffee. Before we do our cold muesli, there is our coffee down there. And again, I did not use 250 ml, I used a bit less. So this coffee, much better than the military stuff, or the stuff in the last year's, the previous 2020's military rations. It actually tastes like coffee. Now we will do our chocolate muesli, a very chocolatey coffee. Wait with the spoon. There we go. Let's just zoom in again. So here of course it's a bit more, I've added a bit more water here since this is cold. Actually almost added a bit too much, but you can see here the milk, it didn't turn to chocolate since the chocolate did not melt. So let's taste. There you can see some chocolate. Alright, so the cold muesli. You do, in the beginning you taste the milk and the muesli. Then when you chew this and it heats up in your mouth, the chocolate gets crushed and melts a bit, and then you get that chocolatey muesli taste coming through, which is interesting. The muesli is still quite hard, or not soggy at all. I've maybe added it a bit, I should have added maybe a bit less water here since it's cold water, but well, oops. But the milkiness, it's a good, I like the milky taste here. As you can see with these spoons, really difficult if you actually just want to get some milk out of here. Since, yeah. So the milk quite nice. You don't need sugar with this. The chocolate is sweet enough. So if you want your chocolate to fuse a bit through your muesli, you just add a bit of hot water first maybe, and then add some cold water. Or just add hot water and let it cool down, but then you get the problem with soggy muesli. So you have to decide how you like your muesli. Just in a bit of coffee here, this is hot. Well, now that this cup is empty, let's just put it in there. Since I've got a problem with this, they stand up nicely, but I tend to knock stuff over, so there we go. Here we go. This is the same one actually we had in the military ration. There you can see a bit of chocolate on the outside and that proteiny stuff in the inside. You can smell actually the proteiny chocolatiness. Protein bar, not very sweet, which I like. You do get a slight proteiny taste with the chocolate, and it can be a bit dry. So definitely eat it with your coffee, or along with the muesli, so that you can get that nice milkiness. Now, what did I think about the meal? The coffee was nice. It's much better than the military coffees, as long as you add 200 mils. Even the military coffees, if you add 200 mils, it's not strong enough. I'm not a fan of milk and sugar with my coffee, but what can you do? It's not a bad coffee, even with that in. But I know other people like milk and sugar in their coffees. The muesli was nice. The hot water one was nice. The chocolate melted all through the muesli. The cold one is nice because you get different flavors. You get a very milky muesli in the beginning, and then as you eat it or chew it in your mouth, you get a more chocolatey taste, which is actually interesting. And then you get your chocolate, your protein bar, nice, or your power bar, which is a protein bar. You do get that proteiny taste. It's a bit dry, but it's not as bad as the maize bars. And there's a slight little crunch in this. And it's not as sweet. The muesli as well, also not as sweet, but you do get that chocolate sweetness, which is good. There is, of course, a whopping 577 kcals in this muesli. I think there's about 97 kcals or something like that in the coffee. Not sure what the bar is. But this is a good, huge sort of breakfast. I think the whole day is it around 3,000 kcals? I'm not exactly sure. It is either 2,600 or 3,000 kcals for this the whole day's meals. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm not sure exactly what the amounts are here. But I forgot. I will go and check on the website and put it in, or the exact amount for this pack anyway. So this was our breakfast of the SERAC, the Adventure Pack, Pack 2, packed in 11th month of 2020, sort of during COVID. And as I said, there is little substitutions in this. For example, this protein, the power bar should have been a honey, or sorry, the honey, chocolate protein bar type thing, but this is a chocolate. It's not bad, and everything else in this breakfast is as it should be. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go and donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.